like to break the rules. I think this stems from the fact that we broke away from England when we decided that we did not want to put up with her tyranny and the crown. But lately in America, we've had this kind of a conformist attitude that I've been seeing. So I want to talk about a gentleman that is breaking the rules. His name is Elon Musk. One of the ways he's breaking the rules is the fact that he's not even an American, and he's conducting business in the United States of America. But the point of this is that how he came to the U.S. is how he broke the rules. So let me start with his story here. He's actually South African. He's not an American. But from the age of 13, he decided, I want to go to the U.S. The U.S. is the greatest country in the world. How can I get there? So he started researching it. And at age 17, he discovered that there's a loophole that our brothers from the North will allow anyone with Canadian heritage to get a visa and study in Canada. So he moved to Canada at the age of 17. Applied for a visa, was given it, moved at the age of 17. Then he studied in Canada for 2 years and applied for Canadian citizenship because he found another loophole. This loophole was that a Canadian citizen could come to the U.S. and study and apply for a visa, and more than likely he would get it. At the age of 19, he applied again, was given a visa, and he moved to University of Pennsylvania to study, where he actually did get 2 degrees, by the way. 2 bachelors, one in economics and one in physics. But now you're thinking, okay, so he's not really doing anything outside the norm here. He's following the rules. Well, here's where he found a little gray area and he exploited it. He discovered that if he wanted to stay in the U.S., he needed to stay here longer, but he couldn't get a job because nobody would sponsor him yet. So he decided to apply to go to school a little bit longer. He came to California and applied for Stanford and got accepted. Now armed with a new visa, he decided to go to Stanford for a whopping 2 days and drop out. But he has a visa. During this time, he was actually already building a small company for himself. And he was building this company, and he had spent enough time in the United States studying at the University of Pennsylvania and Stanford and building this company. He applied for U.S. citizenship and was given U.S. citizenship. And during that time of building that company and doing all those studies, he went ahead and was able to sell that company eventually, and you may have heard of it, it was called PayPal. So in that sense, he broke the rules. He found a way to find a gray area. But that's not the only way he's breaking the rules. Right now, he's most famous for breaking the rules of the automotive industry. You see, the automotive industry is about 100 years old, maybe older. But the original automobiles, believe it or not, were actually electric, not gas. And when it was discovered that if you burned fossil fuels, you could make a lot more money, the automotive industry went that route. Well, he took the money he had made from PayPal and invested it into this small company called Tesla. And decided, you know what, I'm going to break the rules and we're going to find a way to make the electric automobile a car that the average man can buy. And thus he's succeeding in doing that with the company Tesla. He has come out with a car that will be released in about a year that the average man can buy. But he's not just breaking the rules in that industry, he's finding other ways to break the rules too. Like the fact that he's putting out power pack centers all over the US and Canada that are there for the Tesla cars right now. But because he wants to break the rules and he feels that competition is the way that everyone gets better products, he has decided that he is going to make these power stations eventually free for anyone who has an electric car. You go buy yourself a Nissan Leaf, pull into this electric gas station, electric power station, plug the car in your little Leaf, guess what? You can buy yourself a coffee, a beer, whatever you want to do. Probably not a beer though, but you know what I mean. Go in, take a little break from driving, charge up your car, and then you leave. So again, Elon Musk is breaking the rules of American business. He found loopholes so that he could come and be a U.S. citizen and fulfill this dream. 2, he is going out there and challenging a big business like the automotive industry and finding ways to give us better automobiles. And 3, he is saying, you know what, I'm not going to squash the competition like so many other big American companies. I want to make competition one of the things that helps everyone get a better product. Thank you. you, my fellow Toastmasters.